Right, so chat does appear. Right. Right, chat. Right. Let me just sort out my chat display first. Chat box. Okay, that should be better because now you can read it and see me. So we put that there, and now you can read chat and see me on this side. The other side is fine. Right, I need to know. I need to know how the audio sounds, like in comparison from me to the microphone. I need to know if I need to like turn it down or anything. Yeah, is the game sound too loud in comparison to me though? And I will apologise, this game sound will probably get grating because it's a Game Boy original game. So the music, you're gonna hear it a lot because it's, oh, so it sounds okay, like comparison to voice and that. Okay? Does it sound fine? Alright, not a problem then. I'll turn it down on my end because the music can get grating because it's a GPA game and it's quite a grindy game. I have finished it. I just haven't got every single card. I'm playing it from the beginning. This was like the first one I played. This is the simplest iteration of Yu-Gi-Oh, and this was never released to the West. This is a game that was Japanese only, and this was out during the time of Duelist Kingdom. Literally, this was like by the end of Duelist Kingdom, pretty much. This game came out. I think it came out '98, which is when we got to like when the anime was actually, like the manga was actually out and being made and stuff. Right, I'm just gonna throw my thing around and just say, look, I'm live to a few places that I'm in. I think I showed this one off. I think I showed this game off in another Discord that I was in, so there's that. Yeah, I'm asking for permission in one server because I don't want to like get into trouble. Right. Like, I haven't streamed for about 2 months, and there's quite a few reasons for that. So I'm just gonna throw my thing out to a lot of different places. That I'm in first, and then just see if that works. The thing is like, I think the other thing is like, I should probably maybe start using my, what you call it? I should maybe start using my own, where I should maybe just start using my, what you call it? What's it called? I don't know. No, I had to on Twitter and stuff. I've been people have suggested to me that I should probably also get a I should probably make a Blue Sky and do like maybe in the future as well, like get Blue Sky and do that for just strictly for advertising streams and shit. Yeah, I'm like, ew, I don't like the idea of Blue Sky. I don't. Honestly, from what I've seen from Blue Sky, it's just the absolute echo chamber, and it's not somewhere I want to be. But it's unfortunately in this day and age, once I grow myself to a certain level, people will expect me to have this. Blue Sky's fine, Twitter not so much. I mean, Twitter is also, yeah, but also Twitter is somewhere else where you can do it, and a lot of more people have Twitter than they do Blue Sky, dude. My issues more being is like, I don't know the best I don't know the best places or the best things to do things for. Like, for advertising, I've never done that. Like, I've never done that. Like, obviously I got my own personal Twitter, which I barely even friggin' use. So, you know, there's that. Barely even use it. Right, that's me throwing my thing out to everybody. Let's actually get on with playing this goddamn game. Enter a duelist name. It's how you will be known in this. Choose carefully because you can't change it. Yeah, on GBA it wouldn't let you change it. You could only have a single save file. Now this is actually this is emulated. Basically all these are like really good GBA, well, there's some of the games are GBA on here, some of the games are, GBC, and this is the only Game Boy game, like the original one without the colour in that. Like, when they originally made it. When they originally had it. So you basically have, so obviously you basically just duel people. You need to beat people 5 times to... You need to beat each guy 5 times to progress. Honestly, dueling Joey is the best way of winning, because Joey gives you the best cards. He gives you the strongest cards to duel. Ryokushin. Many in Arlen Way. Oh, some of these are actually relatively powerful cards that I've already been given. Yeah, because they give you random cards. Some of them are just dog shit, but let's be fair. Who cares? Right, well, I've got Ryokushin. The thing is this game is very, very simple. Bigger number wins. That simple. There's no sacrifices, basically no tribute summoning, no effects, nothing. It's, you have field spells that power you up, you have equip cards that power certain monsters up, and field spells that power up certain monsters. There is basic fusions which work the same way to a degree as Forbidden Memories on the PS1. And yeah, that's it basically. That's basically it. This game, simple. It's bigger number wins. There's no type advantages or disadvantages and that. That's in the next game. That's in Duel Monsters 2, Dark Duel Stories. Or just known for us in 2002, just Dark Duel Stories. But that only came out in the US. We never got it in the UK. To be fair, early like JRPGs or anything based on anime, we didn't actually get over in the UK. We really didn't get that because it's just seen as we just weren't interested. We weren't American basically, so we were seen as not being interested in anime and stuff. I mean, we have Warhammer, but most other places didn't have Warhammer. That was basically what it is. Some of the card art in this game will look completely different from the, like the card art will look completely different from the, normal game. But that's because this game obviously was done before that existed, so obviously the card art looks different. Oh shit, he actually has 900 defense. Yeah, they do sometimes surprise you with cards that actually have decent stats. Like one of the cards you can win from Yugi has 2000 defense. Like just flat out 2000 defense. It's like, you can't get over that. I think the game gives you a Raigeki, flat out. Because they give you a Raigeki because they know you're kind of screwed. But yeah, most of the monsters at the beginning are just weak as shit. And your goal is just to get stronger monsters, beat the opponents 5 times and win. I win, because Sparks. 200 damage. Sparks actually does 200 damage in the normal card game, by the way. So, yeah. I don't know how well this microphone picks me up, because there's like times where it'll pick me up when I'm talking normally, and then there's times that it won't pick me up. I think putting it up here is easier, but it's like I kind of have to raise my voice a little bit for this microphone. So I got One-Eyed Shield Dragon. Yeah, see, you start with a Raigeki. I don't need that, that's terrible. You have 7, basically these were all the cards that were out in the OCG at the time. See, this card's 700 attack, 1300 defense. So basically, the aim of the game is just basically win. Hinatama and Sparks, they can do direct damage. Yeah, you actually have to select if you want your monster to stay in attack or defense. If you want to stay in attack, you actually have to attack in this. It's kind of BS, but you can just do that. Oh, by the way, you can only play 1 card per turn from your hand in this game. So it's very much like a game of chess. And there's no trap cards. There's no trap cards. There's only spell cards in this. So you'll probably see me use like the LP damaging cards a bit because extra damage, like direct damage, it just speeds these up. Like, the opponents can have spell cards too, so you have to be careful in that regard. Will I complete the game on this? Oh wow, I actually start with a 1200 beat stick. That is actually really good, the fact that I start with that. Because I did not have anything, I only had 1,000 beaters when I first played through it. So as I said, yeah, the cards you get at the beginning are completely random. So you do have a chance of getting like 1 or 2 like really good cards. What's the main gist of this game? It's a card game. It's basically a card game. It's build your deck, make your deck as powerful as possible. There's no tributes. There's no tributes. So you don't have to sack. So let's say you have Summon Skull, which is 2,500 attack. In the real game is 6 stars. Yeah, you have to sacrifice a monster to summon it. Don't have to do that in this. I think that went up to I think you could do that in Duelists of the Roses as well, and I think that's the most modern game that lets you do that, that allows you to not have tributes. Because, if I have to be brutally honest, most games, once you start getting like really powerful cards, you can finish games in like about 2-3 turns. Not even joking. If you've got Blue Eyes, if you manage to get Blue Eyes White Dragon, you just laugh, because it's the strongest card in this game. Blue Eyes is the strongest card in the game, with 3,000 attack points. You can only get it from Kaiba, and I think you have to beat him 100 times to get it. I know you could get a Red Eyes Black Dragon for Joey if you beat him 100 times. It's a guarantee. Basically, you need to beat the duelists 10 times in a row, and every 10 times you get a guaranteed card from that is like a preset guaranteed card from the drop table. So you do get some decent cards from it. Oh, I got Armonite, yeah. So basically, yeah, all this is early Yu-Gi-Oh! This is like the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Game ever. There is like no depth. There's like no depth to it. There's no strategy or depth for it. It's play the strongest cards. Be they attack or defense, knock the opponent's life points to 0, win, get a new card, hope the new card is stronger than what you have, and then build the strongest deck, and then basically just once you finish the game, you win. Basically, once you beat Pegasus 5 times, you win. But I say win in quotation marks because you don't win, because you have to go and duel Yami Yugi and beat him 5 times. And once you beat Yami Yugi 5 times, then you can actually turn around and say you finished the game, but you actually haven't finished the game because you don't own every single card. So if you want 100% completion in this game, you need to get every card in the game. Now, to be fair, you don't actually have to play this game past beating Kaiba. If you beat Kaiba, you get the achievement for this game, and then you don't have to care about the rest of this game for the collection. If you're an achievement hunter, you just have to beat Kaiba, and that's it. So at that point, once you've beaten Kaiba, you just do not care. Yeah? The annoying thing is this doesn't save where you're looking for your cards, so you need to remember the numbers. It's like, and it's not based on attack power. I mean, let me be honest. Card number 1. Right, so card number 1 is Blue Eyes White Dragon. Card number 2 is Mystical Elf. I don't remember any of the other cards past that. I know you could get Dark Magician, I know you could get a lot of things in this game. Oh, that card's got 1,000. Not bad. Yeah, Dark Shade. That's not actually, I don't think that's actually a card in the actual game, though. It might be, but a lot of these cards were the original art from when the game was out at its time. So there's that. But yeah, the main reason I haven't streamed a lot recently is because I've been working a lot more hours, and unfortunately, it's not due to the hours why I'm not at work currently. The reason is because I've had my mental health has kind of just completely collapsed. So it's like having something simple like Yu-Gi-Oh, like old school Yu-Gi-Oh. And what I mean by old school Yu-Gi-Oh is none of this modern bullshit. I honestly, I hate modern Yu-Gi-Oh with a burning passion. It's such a terribly power crap game that it's not worth playing it. If I have to be honest with you, if you ever are playing modern Yu-Gi-Oh, you might as well just take your stuff off the table. Take your stuff off the table, punch them in the face, nick their shit, and run, and then go sell it. Then go sell it on eBay. Do you know why? You get more enjoyment out of it than modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh is literally a whole board of negates, a million combos, special summon, special summon, special summon. You can't play Yu-Gi-Oh. Basically, you can't play the game. It defeats the purpose. It's not even a game. It's whoever goes first usually wins. Alright? Unless you have a going second deck and you go second, and you can counter basically everything. Yu-Gi-Oh isn't fun. Yu-Gi-Oh ends by turn 3. If Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't earn by turn 3, someone's fucked up, or you're playing casual Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, I play it casually. I don't really play Yu-Gi-Oh! I'd rather play the Pokemon trading card game. That game is way more fun. There's meta cards for it, don't get me wrong, there's meta cards for it, and there's meta decks and shit, but I don't care about that. I just play the game for fun. Because that game's a lot more fun than it is. You have more opportunities to win in that game than you do with modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! You might as well just take a gun and just hold it against their head and just say, give me your fucking shit, and then fucking run and sell it on eBay. That's how bad modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. That's how power crept it is. You win by not playing it. You win by just being a card collector and selling the cards and making bank off that. Literally. There are better card games out there. You should play Magic the Gathering. You should play Pokemon. You should play the Digimon trading card game. You should play Buddy Fight. You should play Lorcana, although you probably shouldn't touch that because ew, Disney, but hey. You know, I'm just saying in general. Flesh and Bone, or Flesh and Blood, that one's also a good game. That's also a good card game. There's plenty of like good card games out there. It's just Yu-Gi-Oh is just the main one. Yu-Gi-Oh, MTG, and Pokemon are the main ones. And I mean, most people don't like MTG obviously because it's owned by Wizards of the Coast and it's owned by Hasbro, and most people don't like them because they're a shit company. They're both shit companies. And yeah. And Pokemon at the moment, again, it's because nobody likes Nintendo because of them going after Power World. Although, looking at it, with the way that things are going, it looks more likely that Nintendo is going to... The fact that Nintendo has had to bring the cases to the West to try and get Power World banned in the West, because it might be able to get banned in Japan, but it won't get it banned in the West, because Power World will just come... The developers will just come to the West. They'll just go to America and just say, well, you can't do anything because you have to file all this shit in American court, which we have more of a chance of winning. Oh, by the way, we're owned by Sony. So, yeah, that's basically it. So, the way the things are going, the Power World lawsuits, they're gonna end. They're gonna end because Nintendo is not winning. And it's a good thing Nintendo is not winning, because the problem with that is if in the West there's this case goes the way Nintendo wants it, it opens a precedent for every other game developer and game company to sue any like indie developer for using anything that they quote unquote patented. E.g., they could have used the mechanic in the beginning. You know, like how Warner Brothers has patented the Nemesis system and has done jack and shit with it and just owns it and basically says nobody else can use this system until 2036 because go fuck yourselves. Yeah, well the problem with that is it would then set a precedent for every other company to then turn around and say, oh well, you've got an open world in your game. We had open worlds before you. We own the idea of open world, to go fuck yourself. Especially Ubisoft. Ubisoft would have a field day with that. No, it's not even copyrights, Pingu. It's patents. The patent office is a mess. The legalese behind it is a fucking mess, mate. Just like my mental health. But yeah, no, I've been playing this and I've been playing the new Monster Hunter with friends on the. I've got it on PS5, but I've been playing it with friends. It's a fun game. It's fun, but I wouldn't say it's worth I wouldn't say it's worth £65 on console or, you know, whatever price it is on PC. Apparently the PC version is worse than the console version, but I still think games these days, especially new games, are just overpriced. Am I having a lot of fun with the game? Yes. Would I say it's worth its price? No. No. I think games at maximum should be 40, 50 quid. Max. New releases from AAA should be £50 maximum. Nothing more, nothing less. The fact that they think they could charge more for deluxe editions as well. Now they can fuck off with those deluxe editions and the 2-day, 3-day early access for like over 100 fucking quid. Yeah, you piss off with that shit. No. There's a very simple answer. It's called people are gonna pirate your shit because you're making your games too expensive to buy. I'll be honest, most players are now pirates. And you know, they're pirates because your games are too expensive. The industry only has their own shareholders to blame. So it's the same with rising food prices. Too expensive. And they wonder why people get pissed off when eggs are like in the US are like $7, like $8 a dozen. Yeah. I'll tell you why. No one's paying that price. Because, well, no. They'd rather go rob your store because it's cheaper. Because even if they do get arrested, they get three square meals a day, and they get a roof over their head. All they have to do is act racist and join a gang, and then they're in prison. They're usually okay. Literally, that's what people do these days because it's dumb. Oh, by the way, the AI cheats in this. If the AI knows if its attack is more than your defense, or their defense is more than your attack. The AI cheats in this game, basically. That's why I'm keeping that in defense mode, because it's 1000 defense. Is it a good card? Hell no. It absolutely sucks as a card. So it's like anime, yeah, where they cheat. Yeah, a bit. This version cheats. I'll tell you this: the 2002 version of Dark Duel Stories, the American version, is way better. However, it does include tributes, where the Japanese version doesn't include tributes. The Japanese version doesn't have the tribute system in place because it's still OC. It's still like it's still the manga. It's still based on the manga. Whereas Dark Duel Stories is from 2002. The actual card game is out. The actual card game is out, so it has to follow the card game rules. But it does have a feature that is in the game that isn't actually in any other Yu-Gi-Oh game. Period. And that makes me feel it's kind of weird that they didn't put it in any other Yu-Gi-Oh game. I will get to that feature when I play that game. as I would like to do the entire collection, but obviously I don't want to like play like. See, I got Mystical Elf, so now I have a 2000 defense card with 800 attack. Nothing at this point in the game can get through that. But yeah, going back to what I was saying earlier, I'm actually signed out of work for basically the rest of this month. Because my mental health collapsing, so there's that. I was given some advice basically by one of my friends who also is a streamer. Is basically I should just stream what I enjoy. Yeah. I can't do anything with the games popping up, with people playing games and popping up in the back with this, because unfortunately, it's Steam's chat system. When they updated it, you can't do shit with it, so it's like, you really can't do anything. But yeah, this game is like Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's in the simplest sense. It's basically bigger number better. AI cheats because AI will attack stuff that where it has bigger number. But if you have bigger number, you need to manipulate the AI to attack. So basically, you need to like put you need to put like a stronger monster or something with defense that it can destroy. In defense mode, it'll attack and then you can attack it, because you ain't got you basically got like one Raigeki. Good luck drawing that. You need to have the attack power to get over them. Literally, the only way of winning is having a stronger attack power. I think I've won this duel. Yeah, I've won this one. More than enough damage to get their life points to 8,000. It's weird because they have the 8,000, which was in the rules in the OCG. No, I don't want to duel Yugi. I want to duel Bakura. I kind of got good RNG when I got the starter deck, so I've already got some powerful cards. So this will make this go a little bit faster, yeah. Which is always a good thing, like in older games, because if you go faster, you can stream and you can knock the stream out in about 2 hours. I don't think I'll be finishing this game in 2 hours though. It took me quite a while to actually It will take you quite a while because you do actually need to grind to get some cards for the tier 2. Tier 2 duelists. Because if you're not able to get over like cards with like 1500 attack, from a lot of them, I think the only person you'll beat on tier 2 is Mokuba. And the reason is because Mokuba fucking sucks at dueling. He might be Kaiba's younger brother, but he absolutely sucks at the card game. Well, Kaiba is fucking amazing, but then again, that's only because Kaiba has a credit card. Also, some of the card art in this is a little sus. It's the non-censored versions of it. So you'll see with some of them you might see some stuff that would be obviously censored in the frickin' TCG. Like you're not seeing anything like overly like graphic, but you will see things in the card art. Like for Arlen Way, I mean she's covering her tits and she's basically naked. She's a plant woman who's basically covering her tits, is basically naked. See what I mean? Look at that card art. It's like, yeah, you could clearly tell this is the Japanese card art. Because the Japanese card art is very, some cards are very different compared to the English releases. And the reason for that is just obviously censorship and other things. I mean, the original, I'll be honest, the original Monster Reborn has an Ankh on it. Monster Reborn has an Ankh on it, but we can't have the Ankh because the Ankh is religious, is a religious symbol. And obviously, you can't have the original Spellbinding Circle design because it's a pentagram. It's Spellbinding Circle is hexagram curse in Japanese. You can't have that because, well, it's a pentagram, it offends Christianity and stuff. And to be fair, they've had to change a lot of stuff that they draw with stars and pentagrams, because some of it, especially in the West, it will be seen as, you know, it may seem to be seemingly offensive just on the off chance, because the stars that a lot of the stuff that they used to, that Takashi, whatever his last name was, the guy who did Yu-Gi-Oh! They were the Star of David, so obviously, you know. I think my chat just crashed for a minute. Weird. But like, the stream didn't crash, but the chat did. But yeah, if I have to be honest, a lot of cards and stuff have been censored in the English versions, basically. So like the internet, what I mean is by like the international version, a lot of card art's been censored. So these are like the OG card arts. Doesn't mean they're amazing because obviously it's all compressed because it's a Game Boy card. This was the original Game Boy. I think when I was growing up, I think I had the Game Boy Color. I used to play Zelda a lot. On it, and I think that was the only Game Boy Color game that we had. Like, we didn't really have like a lot. Like when I was a kid, we didn't have a lot of gaming stuff. We had I think back when I was like really young, we had a Master System, which is basically Sega Genesis. But we called it the Master System. And yeah, I know we had a weird name for it over here on the island of basically bad teeth and mispronunciation of everything. But the thing is like, look, we didn't have a lot when I was a kid. We had Freeview, we had a television that was I had that television for quite a while actually. The TV that we had downstairs, I ended up having that, and it had a VCR player in it. It was a VCR. It had a built-in VCR in it. So I used to watch a lot of movies while I would play video games as well. So I didn't have like obviously the best movies either. Like we had like mainly like a couple of my grandmother had a lot more VCRs and stuff. But like I think when I was growing up I had a boombox, which was a radio, but it was like it had batteries, it's portable. I think I still got that radio in here. I think it still works. I just haven't ever used it. Like, because radio frequencies don't change usually. When you're broadcasting on a radio frequency, usually your frequency doesn't change. So like I'd get Heart FM and all that stuff still on there. It had a cassette player, like I'd listen to cassette tapes and that, and I had a PS1 when I was growing up, so a lot of my gaming was PS1, and yeah, it was PS1. Downstairs we had the PS2. We had a PS2. This was like my old house. I don't remember what street. I know what street it is, but I'm not saying anything, obviously. But like, we had the PS2 downstairs, and that was where the main TV was, where my parents would watch TV and shit. Because a lot of the time is when they finished work, they were doing that. I was playing PS1. Honestly, I do not like younger me. I was an absolute little shit who, quite frankly, needed their teeth knocked out because of how bad I was to my younger brother. Which is kind of ironic because it's like, now we've grown up, it's like I'm actually decent to my younger brother. It's like we grew up. Like, obviously we still have brotherly spats and shit, but it's like I grew up, so you know. I stopped being a dick, basically. But yeah, when we moved into this house, I got the PS2. We got the PS2 in this room. I had to share this. My brother had his own room, and I had this room. And I had the PS2, and he had the PS1. The reason being is because my parents thought it was the easiest way to keep us unoccupied. Like, he'd play the PS2. Like, don't get me wrong, he'd play the PS2. But usually when I wasn't around. I mean, I would play PS1 games and shit with him. I mean, there was times where I would play stuff with him and I wasn't being a shithead, but a lot of the time I was being a shithead to him. I'll be honest, I think the last PS1 game we got was Forbidden Memories for the for that. And I'll be honest, I think the last PS2 game that we got when we were kids, this is back when we were kids, was, I think it was for me, I think I got Dirge of Cerberus, that Final Fantasy game. I mean, I didn't mind it, but, like, obviously, it wasn't a good, it wasn't a great game, but it wasn't a terrible game either. I know this isn't the most riveting video game, but I'm having fun playing it, and I'll be honest, the advice I was given was to play things I enjoy and chat with people and hang out and have fun. I speak of games you've never heard of. Remembering I've been a gamer basically almost my entire life, mate. Yeah. His advice was do that, just try to be consistent. If I'm unable to do that, like, at least stream maybe once a week or so. Maybe once or twice a week when I have time to do so, and just basically just go from there. Advertise, and he did say, do say, like, on Twitter or Discord or whatever, like, to say when you go live. Obviously, that we already do. But the thing is like, it's more my, it's like, obviously, with me, I have something happen in real life, something happens, and it's like, I can't do something, and I'm struggling with things, and then other issues happen. Yeah, hey Necro. Yeah, I am streaming, or at least trying to. I like this Yu-Gi-Oh game because it's simple as hell. I don't gotta think, and I can just talk to people. I can just talk. It's simple. As I said, Modern Yu-Gi-Oh is like, what the fuck does all these cards do? I might as well, as I said, I might as well hold you at gunpoint and steal your fucking cards and sell them on eBay. Reason, it's simpler. I'm not good at Yu-Gi-Oh, I'll be honest, I ain't good at this card game. I ain't good at Yu-Gi-Oh, I never was good at it. Like, I can play it, I'm better than a lot of people, I'll be honest, I'm probably better than a lot of people who play it. But not with Modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh I can't get my head around. I just play the game casually. I'll play it casually and just enjoy myself. I'm not gonna play it competitively. I think that was the main issue that I've had with Warhammer 40,000, especially with the 10th edition. I've definitely had some issues trying to get into 10th edition, especially with the new rules and that. I don't like a lot of the rules, and it really does feel like a lot of the rules and a lot of the ways that they now sell models and how they sell them is very much geared towards the tournament scene. And it's and it kind of puts me out because, you know, I'm not a tournament player. I'm a very casual player. I don't want to play 2,000 fucking points. I don't give a shit about objectives. I don't care for stratagems. There's only 3 stratagems I care about in Warhammer 40,000. Command point rerolls, Overwatch, when someone moves or attempts to charge me, Overwatch, I like doing that, and then throwing grenades, because I can do mortal wounds with throwing grenades and kill some of your guys before like we get into engagement range or you charge me. They're the only 3 that I actually remember and give a shit about. Because they're not gotchas, it's not like, haha, I've got this, you can't do shit to me. Because I activate my trap card, go fuck yourself. I hate that. I hate modern 40k. I hate a lot of things in 10th edition, especially stratagems. Because you need command points to use them, some cost multiple, and my god, some of them for some of the armies, some of the army exclusive ones for certain armies are just so fucking broken. It's like, and that costs you 1 or 2 points to do? Yeah, fuck you, I ain't playing you. I don't play people who do that. I don't like it. I just want to play, I'm here to shoot you. Why? Because fuck you. I don't like your art, my guys don't like your guys. Let's fight. That's all I care about, yeah? That's all I care about with 40k. It's the same in freaking fantasy, you know, Age of Sigmar, and that's all I care about. The human way, yeah. I just want to fight you. My guys don't like your guys don't like me. Let's fight, basically. No, fuck you. Diplomacy is not an option. Let's fight. It's basically that, yeah. And as you said, original set Yu-Gi-Oh! I could understand. Yeah, exactly. I could understand Yu-Gi-Oh! Up to synchros and XYZs. That I could understand. Fucking pendulums? Fucking link monsters? I know how they work. I just don't give a shit. Because I'm just like, who cares? I mean, my brother is only okay with pendulums when we play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because he can summon a bunch of fucking monsters out of his ass in one turn. That's the only reason he's okay with it. I can do the same. Literally, that's the only reason why he's okay with it. Because we could get a bunch of powerful monsters out real quick. And then have our actual fight. That's all we care about. And whoever wins is whoever's got the better spell and trap cards. That's literally it. Or the better effects on their monsters. That's all we care about, or who has the bigger number. If once spell and trap cards and effects are dealt with, and things aren't blown up. That's all we care about. We're not trying to build freaking tournament-ready decks. We're not trying to play like it's a tournament. We've never cared. We're not competitive. We're competitive against each other, in a casual sense, but that doesn't mean that we're trying to be like, haha, well all my monsters have 2,000 attack points that I can summon straight out. Oh, by the way, my cards can do this and you can't do shit because I have like 50 Omni Negates on the board. And it's like, I hate it. I hate it. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is terrible. It's why I stopped collecting the cards. It's just like, unless you're playing a themed deck which is meta, or you're playing a rogue deck, which actually works really well and nobody knows how to counter, don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Do not play Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively. You only do it because you got nothing better to do. Because modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is gotchas, gotcha, 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 and gotcha. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Duel Links. You're playing Duel Links on your phone. Wouldn't that be Master Duel? if they summon 5 blue eyes in one turn. Because I know that Duel Links is only 3 monster zones. Also, you can't have Exodia unless you're playing as Yugi and you're using my grandfather's cards, the skill that puts 5 pieces of Exodia outside your deck into the deck. Because I don't think you can get the pieces of Exodia otherwise. Proving that I've played Duel Links. It's the same as Jaden. It's the same with Jaden's one where he uses his skill when he has a low life points and he gets Pot of Greed outside the deck. You actually get to play Pot of Greed and draw 2 cards. It doesn't mean that they'll be any good, but you do get to play Pot of Greed. So there's that, which is an anime reference. But yeah. I wouldn't be surprised though. You like the anime, you like the DM anime, you like that. Look, if you like DM, if I'm gonna be honest with you, if you like DM, Duel Monsters, the original anime, you will love this collection. I'm going to be honest with you, you will absolutely love this collection, Necro. The only problem that's keeping a lot of people away from it is that it is expensive. It cost me £55 to buy this. Buy this game. Buy this. You get 14 games in it. You do get 14 games in this entire collection. It's just, you're paying £55 for games for emulation that works on your machine and, like, legal emulation, basically. Because this is legal. I mean, you don't have to pay for it. You can easily just go pirate it. I mean, there is that, or you could just get the ROMs another way. I mean, I ain't judging anyone, do what you want. Games these days cost too much. And I can understand that a lot of people would say £55 for this, where you just get a bunch of ROMs I could get for free on the internet. No, thank you. I can get that. But the thing is, some of these games are Japanese only. So the fact that they're actually translated into English is the bonus. Also, it's nostalgia. A lot of people, when they were growing up, had the GBA games. You had Sacred Cards. You had Reshef of Destruction. You had Stairway to the Destined Duel. You had World Championship 2004. You had World Championship 2005. You had Eternal Duelist Soul. Yeah? You had those games. Oh, you had the Power of Chaos. Yeah, Yugi, Kaiba, Joey, those ones. Yeah, they let you play against people online, but to be fair, those games were kind of meh. Like, you had a shitty, like, Yugi starter deck. And, quite frankly, you'd win cards by beating Yugi, or Joey, or Kaiba. I mean, it's voice acted. I mean, I'll give it that. It was voice acted. Like, I'm not bashing it. It was good for its time. It was good. It was the first PC. It was the first PC Yu-Gi-Oh games. So for the time, it was good for what it was. Like, I ain't bashing it for that. I just, in general, I played the card game in real life, so obviously I had the cards. But the problem was with us is we didn't get a lot of the cards because trying to get the cards was a pain in the arse. Reason being, took so long and you had to listen to the voice lines every so time. Yeah, because it was the thing is, it was the first thing. Oh look, I summoned myself in attack mode. I summoned a dragon with a sword. It's a statue. It's a stone statue that's a dragon. That has a sword. That's somehow a warrior. Yeah, most of the shit you'll win off Joey is just warriors, but as I said, if you win 100 times against him, if you win 100 times against Joey, you will get Red Eyes Black Dragon. Which, let's be fair, in this game, Red Eyes is really powerful. I mean, 2,400 attack, and the fact you could just summon monsters where you can summon monsters as much as you want. is really powerful, because I'll be honest, a lot of the monsters in these older games, once you get to like the English release of Dark Duel Stories, you actually have the tribute stuff. A lot of the monsters are very weak, if I have to be honest. And I mean, for tribute monsters, they're very weak, so you've got like stuff with like 1,500 attack, and it's a tribute monster. And it's like, why? But this is why you make the fusion monsters, yeah. This is why when you win the duels, you use the card parts to do it. You also put the password into the game so you can get Grandpa, so you can get Solomon, and Solomon, you know, Yugi's grandfather, gives you more cards. It gives you another card and another card piece, and then you combine the top and the bottom piece, and bang, you get you get like a 3-star monster with like 2,000 attack, 2,000 defense. Doesn't really mean much when it has a type alignment chart, and the opponent plays the alignment that you're weak against and destroys your 2,000 beat stick. So your beat stick is worthless. God, I love these old games. Sometimes I really hate them, but sometimes I love them. But I love them in general. It's more I love them more than I hate them. But yeah, this game is like simple. It's big number win. It's very monkey brain. It's very big number win. Bigger number better. And oh, another thing in this game, you're not limited to 3 copies per card. You're limited to how many copies that you've won. So basically, if you wanted a deck full of Blue Eyes White Dragons and you actually won enough Blue Eyes White Dragons to fill your deck with Blue Eyes White Dragons, you can play basically just Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yeah, there's no limit to there's no limit to cards in this game basically. So if you, yeah, so example, you have 4 Dark Magicians, you can put 4 Dark Magicians in your deck. There's no limit in this. It's the same in Dark Duel Stories. There's no, I think in Dark Duel Stories there might actually be a limit, but like in the Japanese version there isn't a limit, from what I know. You'll just move your monsters around the board and stuff. Isn't that just dice? Isn't that just is that Dungeon Dice Monsters? Or is that Capsule Monsters? It could also just be Destiny Board Traveler as well. A.k.a. Sugimoto's game in Japan. Because Solomon was called Solomon Muto was just called Sugimoto in Japanese. As I said, I prefer the Japanese anime because they would. The thing is I prefer the Japanese dub because there's a lot less there's less censorship in it, and it's very much more authentic, and it follows the manga basically more or less 100%, minus 1 or 2 changes. It's like, as I said, when it comes to anime and stuff, I much prefer the Japanese dub with English subtitles. But there's only certain animes I'll watch these days, and like, I usually rewatch Yu-Gi-Oh! Every so often. I rewatch most of the old ones that I've watched, because the new ones are just meh. I don't like a lot of new anime. Too many animes are isekais, so that these days, and like, while I understand the real world sucks, when you oversaturate the market with the same type of anime, the same genre, it gets very boring, and I don't want to watch it. And there's also a lot of things that they put in anime that does, like, you know, I don't like. Like, I've watched JoJo's part, like, I've watched all of like JoJo so far. But I'll be honest, you know the bit that you showed with part 5? I've seen that before, but I don't like that part, obviously, because it's like, it's just ill. Oh yeah, Duelist of the Roses, yeah, we've got that. We've got that actually on PS2 over here. My brother bought a copy of that when he was in when he used to live in Skegness. He bought a copy of that. I've got that here. Don't have the ability to do anything here, do I? No, I can't do it. I don't think I have VIP activated. Oh well, whatever. I actually read more manga than I read anime, or than I watch anime. To be fair, Diamond is Unbreakable is good. Diamond is Unbreakable is definitely good. As I said, I've watched all of it so far, but I've read the entire manga so far. I'm on JoJo Lands. I'm on JoJo Lands, basically part 9. And it's kind of a wild ride. I'm not spoiling anything to anyone, but it's kind of a wild ride. But yeah, no. Like, I'm trying. The main thing is I'm trying to take your advice. The thing is I'm trying to take your advice with like stuff. But obviously we'll see how that works. You might have an ad, so you might be having to watch an ad while I'm trying to talk. So I'll say it in a minute, what I want to say. I only have the ads because quite frankly, the ads are the easiest way for me to actually make passive income from this. But yeah, no, I think you probably got an ad with what I was talking about, so pretty much the thing that I'm talking about is like, I'm like, oh, you're here, yeah, no. Did you get an advertisement while I was trying to say that? Because I don't know, because I know some people, I know like Pingu can block ads. I know Pingu can block ads. He's been able to block it, even though he's even when he's not got like Twitch Prime on me or whatever it is, or the sub. But I think everybody else has to have like a Twitch Prime sub or a Tier 1 sub or something to skip the ads. Unless they know a way around it. Which, go on, when I came in not while watching. Ah, right. So you must have had enough pre-rolls for that. Yeah, no, as I said, I'm trying to like take your advice like with the whole thing.
Thank you.
You, Twitch Prime. I mean Twitch Prime's a free sub. Most people only do it because they get free shit from Amazon. They get free games, and they buy shit from Amazon. That's the only reason people have that. Yeah, no. I think I'm close to actually getting a payout on Twitch. I think I'm very close to it. But the payouts, I think, are very... I think with Twitch, making money on Twitch when you're small like me, and you're probably the same, Necro, I think trying to make the money through Twitch is very non-feasible. Like, when it comes to subscriptions, bits, redeems, that kind of stuff, it's easier when people actually donate, like, actual money to you. And, like, I'm not being like, oh, please, I'm gonna beg, like, DSP, please pay me. Like, fuck that shit. I'm begging for money. even with my mental issues, I'm still not gonna beg for money. Never. If I have to go without something, I'll go without. Simple as that. But like, the thing is, at the end of the day, that card's useless. Payouts is hard. When you start out donations away faster and easy, they are. Because the thing is, as I've got 2 payouts in the past. I've had 2 payouts in the past. And the thing is, Twitch takes a large cut from you, and then obviously it's then the conversion rate. So Twitch takes like a 5% fee for the conversion rate. So they take like $5 they used to take like $5 for tax. I don't get that. Obviously, I'm in a levy-free country. But with Trump being in charge, we may all get levied a tax now, because we may not be in a tax treaty in a tax treaty state for very much longer when we get payouts. So we may actually be getting taxed like $5–10 now on our Twitch earnings, which is bullshit. We shouldn't be getting taxed on it when it's so freaking little. And then you've got the conversion, and then you've got Twitch taking their bloody cut as well. Twitch takes like half your bloody money from you in USD, and then you're left with like £18 in the UK. It's freaking ridiculous with how long it takes for you to earn it. It's like, I have been paid out twice before, and I have earned jack and shit from Twitch. This is why I say, as advice to, and this is advice to anyone who wants to try and make a living from this, don't try to make a living from Twitch. Don't try to make a living from YouTube. Unless you go viral, and you are doing it every single freaking day, which is not something I can do. I've looked at it, and I've tried YouTube, I've tried doing it every day with Twitch. You burn out. You burn out so quickly. You burn out so quickly. You cannot have that. It's either you have to have, for YouTube, you have to have a mass recording session where you're recording about, like, a whole day. You record, like, a whole week in a day. Because it's under a certain amount. Yeah, no. No, we don't get taxed on it because it's under a certain amount, but Twitch still takes a massive frigging cut from you. Give me a second, I need a drink. But yeah, no, they take a huge cut. They take, like, about $23 bloody from you. Which is, like, half of what you earn, because you have to earn $50 before you get a payout. And it has to be it has to be net 15. So for me, it's the 12th. It's the 12th of the month. Of the month, if I'll get paid out. So for me, I get screwed. My ultimate goal with Twitch would be to earn rent money for each month. Would be to earn an extra £200 a month. Yeah? So I could use that to pay my rent, because I wouldn't be getting taxed on that. Because the thing is though, with the increased hours that I'm doing, I may well actually have to pay tax on that, on my general stuff when I go back to work. Because at the moment I'm on statutory sick pay. Because of my mental health. I also have a physical injury in my shoulder, in my shoulder and back, my neck and my collarbone, from work. It was an accident, but it was caused from work. So yeah, it's not fun. Basically, I've pulled something, and I've not had a chance to actually recover from it. Because I basically was constantly working. By the end of it, when my mental health went, I was on like day 7 of 8 in a row, and no management was there, like manager kind of management, if that makes sense. Like, we just had CTMs, and there's like nothing we could do. And that was the final straw. I was just like, nope, I'm done. I need time away from the business. I actually was starting to have a mental breakdown, starting to have a hysteria attack on that day. So I actually had to hide away. Because I had to do a lot longer than I was supposed to on that day, because basically someone was scheduled in when they were supposed to be at uni. I was supposed to originally have that frickin' day off, and then I got put in for 4 hours. And then I had to be there till 5:30. So you can understand that with the whole mess, someone was messing around with the frickin' rota, and we know who does the rota. So we know who we had a good idea who it was. Even though they're claiming they don't know anything, it's like, okay, whatever. You're not there because you've got your own issues and shit. Fine, we get that, but don't fuck about with the rotor constantly. If there's a lack of staff, we need more staff, basically, kind of thing. But of course they didn't do that, so you know. Look, Duelist Kingdom. But yeah. I'm trying to not be, you know, negative with stuff, but the problem is like, certain topics will make me, like, bring certain things up. But, like, I've just tried to explain why I've been away. It's the same with YouTube, it's like, me and my brother were doing stuff for YouTube, like, he was recording stuff and doing that, but he hasn't actually, like, rendered the stuff or like, got the stuff, or sent the stuff to me to put up, like, because I do, like, Pokemon pack openings, you know, from sets. I've still got, like, 8 boosters left. From different... I've got, like, about, like, half my boosters left from different packs, because I bought, like, one of those big mega packs that, you know, that come out when the thing... When like, the, I can't beat that shit. Alright, I'll just defend myself. You'll see why I'm defending myself. If he was stupid enough to attack... But yeah. Do I have anything in my deck that can beat that? I don't think so. You're a dragon. If I play something on top of you, I might be able to beat you if it works that way. Or this also just works! Raigeki. It's such an old card, but it's so good still. It just destroys everything on their side of the field. The problem is, it's like trying to remember that most people are here to help me, dude. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, I think there's only certain cards that fuse. Like, I think a Thunder with that would have made, would have made a strong monster. Yeah, I know you say that, Necro, but the problem is there's a lot of... I have a lot issues that not everyone can help with. Which is part of the reason that keeps me away from streaming as well. And doing YouTube stuff and a lot of other issues. There's just too many things that go on in my life that keep me away. Oh, I can't do shit against him. I need some yeah, I might need to grind against Joey. Prevent rat. Nah, I can't do shit to that. The fact he has a 2000 defense monster. The only way you can get them out is by doing what I did. Is by basically playing something in defense that has a lower defense, and then they'll attack into it like a dumbass, and even if they just, because they'll destroy it. And then the thing is even though they destroy it, I've had professional help in the past, dude. Professional help only helps as long as, like, they're willing to give it to you. And free professional help only lasts for so long because I can't afford a psychiatrist, dude. I actually cannot afford a psychiatrist. It's too expensive. The problem is people want money for this shit. Like, they like, I get it. They recognise it's a problem. But they want money for it. And while I get that it's a profession and it's psychiatry is a respected legal profession, the problem is a lot of the time is well, they expect too much money for it. Yeah, I don't want to duel Keith right now. I need to duel Joey for a bit. I need some stronger cards. Mokuba I can just about beat normally, but the thing is I need stronger cards. Joey will give you stronger cards. Yeah, well I've got people check. The thing is I've got like my friends and stuff checking in on me and looking after me and shit at the moment. So it's like they're keeping me occupied mainly with Monster Hunter and stuff. And this is keeping me occupied when I'm not. Like Yu-Gi-Oh games are keeping me occupied when I'm not with friends. Shit, he lives with 200. Eh, whatever. I end this now. I activate, fuck you! Get destroyed! But you know, as I said, I'm trying to take your advice with the streaming stuff, because I needed a couple of days to think on it. So it's like, I needed a couple of days to think on it. And I've decided that, yeah, well, I'll try again and see how I can go with the whole thing. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, whatever. Like, I'm gonna try and stream, not every day. I cannot do every day. Trying to do it every day would just defeat the purpose. Just trying to see what I've got that I can put into this deck to power it up. Because there's a lot of I've got a lot of stuff this week. 900, that's better. Because what you want... Yeah. Like, I have fun playing this game because it's so simple. It's like... I like big numbers. I like having big number. It's probably why I enjoy Disgaea so much. The thing is, streaming Disgaea is a bit hit and miss, though. And the thing is the reason I'm not streaming, Monster Hunter is because, well, I'm just playing through that to enjoy that myself with friends and stuff. Streaming it, not all my friends are, like, cool being on stream, like, if we were playing it, so I can't do that, necessarily. Honestly, I think there's only a few games that I could really stream right now, like, not have a problem with it. Sorry, I'm just closing a few things down just for a second, I'm just having a look at what they are. Yeah, I think, honestly, there's only a few games that I could probably stream without having too many issues. The thing is I've already done a few of them in the past, so I don't see the purpose of redoing them. Like, certain games, like, you with Isaac. Isaac's fine, because Isaac's a roguelike. You can play that over and over and play it as different characters, and that's fine. A roguelike is a roguelike. The problem is if I was to play, let's say, Spyro the Dragon over and over, unless I was doing something different every single time, people would get bored, you see. That's the problem. I myself would eventually get bored with doing that. So there's that. So we'll have to keep certain things in like regard. Like, there are games that I need to finish on stream, but some of them I just wasn't having fun with. So what I do is I might go back to in the future, or I might just when I feel like I really want to play those kind of games again, I'll go back to them and I'll finish them. or I'll start again from the beginning. Or I'll start again from the beginning. Because I'll find a way to put it onto YouTube without having a problem, yeah? Because the thing is, Final Fantasy X. I was streaming Final Fantasy X. The problem with it is the entire soundtrack is basically copyrighted up the wazoo, yeah? That's the biggest problem with that game. The soundtrack's copyrighted. Digimon. I would have loved to friggin' stream Digimon. The problem with Digimons is, again, a fair bit. Some of the songs, especially the ones that use the anime, are so well known. Copyright. You get copyrighted on YouTube when you're trying to put VOD up. And the reason I put the VODs up is because if I go to YouTube, I then grow the Twitch at the same time, because people will eventually find me on YouTube and eventually come to Twitch when I'm live, or they'll just come to the Twitch anyway because they see the VODs, they do the Twitch, they basically follow the Twitch, and then they come watch me when I'm actually live. That's one of the ways of doing it. The only other thing that I could possibly do is say, hey, look, I'm on Twitter, I'm streaming and stuff, and people come find me through that. That'd be the only other way that they find me. And yeah, that's the thing. You know. But at the end of the day, growth isn't a guaranteed thing. The thing is with growth, it isn't a guaranteed thing. The problem being is for smaller streamers, especially if you have your like group of friends and that, is you kind of if you want to grow, you kind of have to take your audience and kind of put them to your friends' audiences as well to grow your audiences. Just to see where I'm coming from. That's one way of doing it, but it's not the best way of doing it because people finding you organically is a better way. I've always found that's a better way. Like, I'm slightly smaller than you, but that's because, well, I don't stream all the time. And even when I did stream, I was just being so negative. That was the problem. That was one of the biggest issues. I was being super negative. Like, I've figured a few bits and pieces out here and there, and I'm trying not to be so negative with things. I'm trying to have more of a chill out. But, unlike you, it's like, there are things that I don't do, like watching the stuff on YouTube, obviously, because some of this I want to put up as a VOD on YouTube. And the problem with that is if you put certain things up on YouTube, the AI basically copyright claims will basically put a copyright thing on it. And well, I'm not trying to make money off YouTube. It's just I don't want to deal with the hassle of someone saying, "Yeah, you can't do that. I'm putting a claim on you." So then you get into trouble because you've got a claim on you. Yeah. That's the problem. Whereas in yours, you don't care. You play music. You do all your stuff on Twitch. Your Twitch. Me, my YouTube's a VOD thing, and I also do like. I have done some of my own stuff, like with videos and stuff. But the thing is it's sitting down for me and being like, right, I'm gonna do this. That's my problem that I have with doing things. I can't do that. Yeah, if I'm putting the VODs on YouTube, it's a whole other issue. Exactly. If you're using like a Clips account, or you're using like a VODs account, or it's some like let's take Asmongold for an example, and I'm just using him as an example, not comparing myself to him, Pingu, not comparing myself, or Joel, or anyone who has people who volunteered to do this or do this because they get paid, where they have a separate channel and they put stuff on there, yeah. They put stuff on there, like they put clips on there, they put highlight reels, clips, full streams, that kind of stuff, important bits that they're talking about, you know, that kind of stuff. I bet you those accounts are not monetized. I bet you they're not monetized. At all. They don't have YouTube partnership, they're not monetized. Because of the stuff that goes on. Whereas with me, I would like to eventually maybe get partnership on YouTube and get ad rev. Yeah? And get ad rev. To have like a little extra money on the side from it. Like, I don't expect, like with ads, don't expect much. I don't expect much, period. But a little bit of money here and there is great. But the problem here, the problem with YouTube is you basically have to put something up every day. You have to put something up every day. You've got to constantly keep making content. Got to constantly keep improving your editing and shit. Can't do it. Reason. I would need to learn a load of shit, or I'd have to pay someone to edit it and tell them what I want them to do. And the problem with a lot of editing is, you might make jump cuts and transitions. It might actually not work in the way you intend it to work. People might be turned off by it. People might go away. It might not work. But those clips and stuff, yeah. On Twitch, no. Copyright isn't such a big thing. This is why I can stream Final Fantasy X and not give a shit on Twitch. Problem is, can't upload it, and then it's remembering what I've streamed. The problem is then remembering what I've streamed, and then going back and restreaming it. Like, I think a lot of my VODs, I think a lot of my current stuff on YouTube, if you look at it, I'm basically under the first name on YouTube that I'm on here. So yeah, basically with that, I'm under the same name that I am on there on here. And the thing is, I only got like 53 subs on YouTube, but I have like 17.2k overall views for my entire lifetime on that channel. So, I don't know, I don't think something's adding up there. Like, I know shorts get you so many views. The problem is you just basically have to constantly keep churning them out every single friggin' day, and it's like, you need to constantly be doing dumb shit, funny shit, or shit people are interested in. And in my case, I don't really have an audience past my friends. My audience is my friends, and maybe the odd one or two random people from another from other servers that I'm on who've decided to watch me and decide that, yeah, my content is what they want. That they gel with me, that they want that kind of content. That's the thing. I don't know with a lot of it, right? Shorts is a great way to get discovered. Yeah, it is. I've definitely had a few people on here that have found me from that. I've definitely got that. Like, Final Fantasy, when I was streaming that, I definitely got people watching me because it's like, my reactions to stuff on it was just so good. It was so good. I think one of my shorts has almost 800 views. And I know that does not seem like a lot in the grand scheme of things, and it really isn't. But for me, that's a lot. It's my most viewed thing on YouTube. Almost 800 views is huge. You get to 1,000 views, if you were partnered, every 1,000 views is about a couple dollars. You see, in ad rev. It's like a couple dollars. It's like about $1.50, $2, something like that, for every 1,000 people who watch you. Shorts is amazing. It's honestly, the fact they stole the idea from TikTok, it's the best thing ever. Because I'm not touching TikTok with a 10-foot barge pole. That can fuck off. No, they can fuck off. The American government does not need to know my information, thank you. And we know it's the American government, because they bought it. Because they got scared, because basically the owners got scared they'd lose so much money. Like, I don't blame them for that one. Right, I need to find the 1,100 attack and defense card that I've got, because that's one of my strongest cards now. Yeah, I've done that. I've done that with some of my stuff from Twitch. That is basically, it's Twitch clips that I've gotten. I've gotten that stuff. It's stuff from Twitch that I've done. That other people are taking clips of, like when I've done dumb shit or there's been funny bits in the game. The only problem is just like the audio mixing, is like figuring out the best way to do audio mixing. Because, like, I don't know if I'm too loud or I'm too quiet, or if the game is too loud or too quiet. That's the problem. Like, it might be fine for people, but it might not be fine for, like, in the case of, you know, clips and stuff. clips, YouTube, that kind of stuff, you know, for the VOD. Because some people are like, well, they want to hear what you're talking about and what you're doing. Problem is, they can't hear the game in the background when you're listening to a cutscene or joking about shit, and they don't get it because they can't hear it. You lose viewers, and I have noticed that. I've noticed I've lost viewers. The other like really big issue with like the YouTube stuff is like, and Twitch, is getting views. So like, because at one point I was having to beg people. I was like you kind of have to play the game yourself. You have to play the system to your own liking, which means you have to watch your own shit to boost your own numbers. But you can only do that with an account 5 times in a 48-hour period with your own account. So if you have multiple accounts, you could do it a bit more, but be wary, they do watch your IP address if you're trying to bring up your numbers, because they'll think, is this botted or is this real? So it's like you have to ask your friends, but your friends are not going to watch your stuff 5 times over and over. They'll watch it like once or twice. They'll like watch it once, give it a thumbs up, and that's it. And that's all you can ask your friends to do. It's like when you are small, like you are someone like me on YouTube or Twitch, even for your clips, you can ask your friends to watch them like once or twice or send them to you or whatever. But that's it. Nobody is going to constantly sit there and watch your stuff day in, day out unless you're putting new shit out. And that's the problem. So unless I stream and put new VOD out, like every couple of days, and then we get clips from the VOD, like someone goes through the VOD and basically does cuts of funny things and does that, it's like, you know, yeah. Because this kind of game, I'd say this kind of game is better suited just to doing as videos on YouTube. Like doing doing a half an hour video of this and doing it on YouTube. Streaming it for me, the reason I stream is because one, this is something that's easy for me to get into, and two, well, let's be fair, I make some money off it too. I don't make a lot of money, but I make a little bit of money off ad revenue, and if people follow me or give me bits, even better. But like, I'm not, as I've said in the past, not expecting it from people. Once you start expecting that kind of stuff, it's a slippery slope, and you get into and you start having trouble with stuff. Like, there was one point when I was streaming and I was so obsessed with money. Like, it was just money. It was just like thinking, and it was just constantly talking about it, and it was scaring people away. Basically, people didn't want to be on the stream, didn't want to watch, didn't want to give a shit. So, you know, there was that, and that's the problem. You have to be like, right, I am making cash from this, but I don't want to scare people away, kind of thing. Yeah. So you have to be careful with it. Like, it's a business. At the end of the day, for a lot of people, this is a business. This is their livelihood. So of course they want to promote themselves and do stuff like that and make money. But then they forget. Then obviously they forget the other side of it, and then they get too much and they upset and scare people away. And I've done that before, and it's not what you want to do. So I'm just looking for some strong. I'm just looking to see if I've got stronger cards. Yeah. Even 100 attack points stronger it could be the key of me winning or losing at this point in this game. But yeah, you're not wrong about putting the old clips up. I did that with some stuff, but like, that's the first time I've actually been attacked by something. Just destroyed something of mine. Interesting. Too bad I have stronger cards. But like, with a lot of things, it's like, yeah, when you're small, you can't be too invested on the monetary side. It just kind of happen on your own. Best thing, provide your audience with a good time, whatever that may be. Yeah, yeah. And I hope I'm doing that. I hope I'm doing that, but I have a lot... The thing is I've got a lot of warriors with other little bits and pieces, and it's like... I have trouble getting it out, and unfortunately, like, on the stream is the best way for me when I'm playing a game, and when I'm actually talking to people who are like... We're going back and forth, like, trying to have a conversation with this. That's the best way for me to do it. And I know that's not... And I know that's not the... And I know, like, for some people that's good. That's a total turn-off, total put-off. Okay, fine. It's a total turn-off. What I'm playing is maybe... Oh, I got a 1600 attack monster. Yes! He just gave me a 1600 attack monster. That is going in the deck instantly. Get rid of that shite. Give me the 1600 attack monster. Where are you? Where are you? Give me power. Give me ultimate power. See what I mean? 1600 attack. Strongest card in the deck. I need more. I need more cards like that, and then we'll be good. Then we'll be good to, like, duel people like Kaiba and shit. Because Kaiba is only scary when he has Blue Eyes White Dragon out. Otherwise, he's not actually that scary. He has similar cards that he has, like, the lower tier cards. Yeah, 1600 vanilla, good old times. Yeah, basically. I like cards that have effects, obviously, but, like... I'm just playing a card game. I'm just seeing, I'm just playing a card game for fun. I'm not playing it to be like, oh, I've got, like, holy shit, like, I could summon this magical, mystical Yabaduba Zeba that basically wins me the duel because go fuck yourself, you can't do anything. I hate that. And that's modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't like what it's become. It's not for me. I'm from the old school. Since you kept winning, you can have this Sogen. Oh, that makes my life a lot easier. I need to put that in the deck. The reason is that powers, as I said, that powers up warriors. It powers up warriors. You know that 1600? You know that 1600 monster? That'll go to 2040 attack. Just with Sogen on the field. It's so good. So good. Just don't use it just only against Kaiba, though. Because Kaiba will push your shit in. The reason Kaiba will do that is because he also has a lot of Beast Warriors and Warriors, and he will destroy you using your own field power-up bonus. Because the cards he plays, some of the cards he plays are, like, busted. They're busted. There's another 1100 attack monster and defense monster. Then we'll take that crap out and we'll put Sogen in. Sogen's free, it's 333. There's 350 cards in this game. Yeah, when monsters had over 1,000 attack points, they were actually quite strong. Like, I remember playing OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, oh, I need to go. Keep up the good work. Glad you're streaming again. Yeah, no problem, man. I'll see you around. I may stream for like 2 hours. I may do like this might be like 2 hours, and that'd be about it. And then maybe I'll do the next part another day or something. Because this game's grindy, guys. It's grindy. I don't like playing the whole thing out, but I don't know if someone wants to sit here for like 5 hours and watch me finish the entire game in one shot. Besides, it's also more content if I do it like as like two streams and grind in between and like get the cards and then start playing the game. Yeah. Then I can move on to like Dark Duel stories. Oh, another 1,200 attack card. Not bad. I keep having issues with chat. It keeps saying that it's connecting to chat, and I think that's a Twitch issue. As I said, I haven't used Twitch for like 2 months. I think I think the last push that I needed to stream was obviously I had that too on another channel today. Yeah, I think Twitch is having issues. Because yesterday I watched Necro stream, so I think that was mainly what gave me the last the chatting with him there. Because I've known Necro for quite a while. As I said, he's a little bit bigger than me as a streamer, but it's like we've played some stuff on and off, and like we've chatted. I've been on his streams before, and it's like, you know, I met him through another person who used to watch me a lot, but is like moved on and doesn't watch me anymore. She used to give me a fair bit of support as well. She used to be here for like every stream, but she's not anymore. But yeah, no, I mean, at the end of the day, if Twitch is having stupid shit happening to it, it's their problem, not our problem. You know, we can't do anything about that. What was the card that I just got? Oh, it's only an 800 attack monster with 1200 defense. It's not a very good card. But 1200 would protect you from most things. Yeah, but it's only in defense mode. It's not what I want. It's because a lot of the cards they'll start playing have like 1500 attack points and shit. You start going to people like having the similar attack and defense as you, and then you start having issues, you know? It's like 1100 is like the lower end of cards you can have. Like, the tier 1 duelists are easy, but as I said, Joey drops the best cards. So if you play this, just duel Joey over and over. Legendary Sword, that's an equipped card for my warriors. I want that, actually, in my deck. I'm gonna throw a Sparks out just to get that. Because that is an attack boost. That's a 30% attack boost. I want that. I can't give it to the 1600 beat stick monster. But I can give it to like Battle Warrior or something. Make him stronger. Another game I would love to stream if they actually bring it out in another collection. Like, I'm pretty sure this collection would do well enough where they bring the Dark Knight trilogy and the other like the PS1 and PS2 games to the PS1, the PS1, the PS2, and the GameCube game, and the other PS2 game to here. Like the what you call it, as a collection, and put some of the later like Yu-Gi-Oh games in, like some of the DS ones and shit like that, like the later championship ones from 2006 onwards, and have like Forbidden Memories on that. I'm so fucking like if they did like another collection like this for 55 quid, but it had that stuff in it, I'd buy it just from that, just full up like that. Do you know why? Because it would be so good. Because I want to stream Forbidden Memories, god fucking damn it, but the problem is emulation. I have problems with emulation, it's getting the ROMs, I've problems with a fair bit of parts, bits and pieces and parts of it. But like, my god, I would so love to have certain things. Yeah? I would so love to stream that, it would be so fun for me. There'd be a lot of oh shit moments for me, but because I'm getting my ass kicked. And you'd all find that quite funny. I might need to do, what do you call it? I mean, because me and my brother were talking about it, maybe I should stream 7 Days to Die with me and him once. Because at the moment, it's like, basically Monster Hunter is the only thing that he wants to do. So, once we've played enough Monster Hunter, we might do 7 Days to Die again. But we might do it as a stream thing, and it's like stream can vote to like get us killed and shit like that through Twitch. Like one of the ways that I like the way we used to do it, like with the points and voting. But it'd be like me and my brother, like versus chat. Because I think chat just versus me is a bit unfair because of some of the stuff that you guys were able to send against me. We might actually wait till the next, like, the big update for that, like the big new update that they're gonna bring out, you know, the Storms Brewing or whatever it's called, the 2.0 update. We might wait for that, and then we'll go from there. I've got another legendary sword. Oh my god, yes, please keep giving me power-up cards. I can only use 2 on one monster, but 2 of those plus the field power bonus. More than enough. It's a game limitation, basically. That's the game limitation in the code. But yeah, that might be something to do in the future. Because I mean, I do enjoy playing that game. It's just with a lot of other things, it's like, I second guess myself too much. This is why I need people like, this is why I need, like, obviously those who are supporting me, like, obviously who are around and supporting me, but to like, dissuade me of second guessing myself and to do things. But like, obviously, as I said, I ain't streaming every day. Am I having a schedule? No. I'll stream when I feel like it, basically. But I'm gonna try and at least do a stream a week. If it's not gonna be streams, look, I'll try and do something for the YouTube side, like when I have time. But I mean, this is why I like doing. The reason why I like doing Twitch is because I can do the stuff on the Twitch side, people could come watch me in that, and then they can come watch the VOD. And basically, it works for both sides. It's like the Twitch side, it works like as a chill out, and then the VOD side, it works as, holy shit, it's a VOD, holy shit, there's the VOD, I missed the stream, oh, there's a VOD, I can go watch the VOD, you know? That's how it works for me. And I'm fairly certain that people on YouTube are gonna watch this, because this collection, next to Monster Hunter, these are like the 2 big games currently out at the moment. Like, big games that are currently out. There is actually multiplayer in one of these games. They just haven't brought it to one of the other games yet. To some of the other games. They've only got it for Duel Monsters 4. So there is online. They do have it online. It's just they don't have it implemented for all the games. Also, the good thing about this new headset that I've got is that I actually don't have to press a button to mute myself. All I have to do is flip the headset part up. And then then no sound gets through. Which is useful. Which is useful for like streaming. I think I paid like 50 quid for this headset. Paid like £51 or something. Oh look, there's my 1600 beta. Duel's over. I think for like stuff that I don't want to upload to YouTube, or if I'm doing it again, like we're just having like a chill stream and we're doing it again, there might be parts where I'll like show off like YouTube, like just funny YouTube videos and shit as well. Where we have like a part where it's like we have a chill out from like the actual game and like do that, and then we like have a chill out, like how Necro does it. I think honestly that's the best way. I think honestly that's a 1200 attack point monster. I think honestly that might be the best way of doing it. Is like just change the way that I stream. It's like if it's a stream I want to upload as a VOD, don't do that. If it's a stream that I don't care about in that way, then it's fine. Then I can upload. Then I can like do that way. If that makes sense, yeah. And I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Like some streams will have chill outs where I'm just playing stuff that's just easy to get into, and then we can. And then we can just go from there like that. Yeah. I think that's fair. But like for the Yu-Gi-Oh ones, I think Yu-Gi-Oh is one of those games where it's like I want to upload it to YouTube. It's like something I want to upload to YouTube and that. Because I enjoy these games a lot. See? That powers him up. That actually makes him one of the powerfulest cards in my deck. I think that was a 60% boost, not a 30. I think that was 60%. That's not 30%. Jesus Christ, that just buffed him up big time. But in this game, yeah, you'll see some weird numbers because like with power-ups and that, they didn't have like really set rules for that kind of stuff. I went Hinat armor. 500 damage. I got Dissolve a Rock, he's only a 900, 1000 monster, he's not good. The thing is I recognize most of these. I recognize most of these cards because, like, yeah, it's a 60% power up because he just got 600 attack from that. That has to be a 60% power up because he got 2000. Because he got 900. He got 900 defense and 600 attack from that. That must be the power up from that 60%. Got Moon Envoy, that's 1100 attack monster. Moon Envoy is like way at the back as well. Princess Tsurugi got powered up. Let's see what I'm about to do with this again, because I can do it again. Now I have stupid attack power. 2,304 attack points. TLDR, the reason why most monsters are divisible by 50 in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like their attack power and that is divisible by 50 for life points is so you don't have to sit there doing math forever. Like a game like Magic the Gathering, where you can be sitting there doing math forever. Yeah, in this, you're not sitting there doing maths forever. I win, by the way. Because, like, obviously, bigger number is better, but if you have a really, really weird thing that has, like, 10 attack points, or, like, 30 defense or something at the end of it, you like, have to do some... I've got another legendary sword, nice. I don't really need any more legendary swords in my deck, I think, at the moment. You'll see how stupidly powered I can get. See, I'm now 30. I'm now 3,700. 3,000 and that. Watch how stupid I'm gonna get now. I've just gone Super Saiyan, basically. I have an attack. I'm stronger than Blue Eyes White Dragon. With 2 swords, I was stronger than Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now just watch those life points drop. See how much damage that did. A ridiculous amount. I love it when I can do ridiculous amounts of damage. Because there's actually no card stronger than that in the game. Like, period. Got another Masky, the Legendary Swordsman. But I don't want more 1,100 attack point monsters. I want more... stronger. Might do a couple more, because we're getting close to the 2-hour mark, and then I'll... $910 attack, that's so weak, that is. Even with that power-up, that is so weak. It's literally only a 30% buff, so it's so weak. Obviously, the stronger your monster, the bigger the buff is. But like, there are some games that obviously I wouldn't want to stream. I don't know. I might do 2 hours. I actually might do more than 2 hours if I have to be honest. I quite enjoy this game. So I might go for like another hour on this and just do 3 hours and just do my 3-hour streams. I don't know yet. I haven't fully decided. We might go 2 hours, 2.5. I mean, I'm enjoying myself, and that's all that should matter. I'm doing something that I enjoy. That was the advice I was given. There is another game that I want to get sometime in the future, which is called Fast Food Simulator, but I want to wait until it's got like some more updates to it. Because I was watching Neebs play it. Neebs and his friends play it, and basically that's kind of why I want to play it, because it's kind of funny, because I kind of want to do it, but then like just be like an idiot, and just do it wrong deliberately and piss off all the customers, because, you know, it's funny to me to do it deliberately wrong, and then have other people get pissed off, because then have like the people I'm playing with get pissed off because of it. Just simply because it's funny. Like, obviously in real life I wouldn't be that incompetent, but like, you know, as a video game it'd be funny for content. Kind of like when we played like Supermarket together, we were running around and beating the shit out of each other with brooms, that kind of level of stupidity. It's kind of like, honestly, it's kind of like that kind of thing, so it's like... I enjoy being dumb like that, basically. Considering it though, if I should stop because my throat is starting to hurt and I don't want to actually push myself too far with the talking. Because I do kind of want to rest. I do want to kind of. You two enjoy being dumb, yeah. I think we do. I don't know if I should continue though, because my throat is actually starting to hurt. So what I might do is I might do this ad break and then just cut it for here and then just put it as an upload for tomorrow on YouTube. Then I can do some more grinding and then maybe do the next part on, like, maybe tomorrow or something. Let my throat rest a bit, because I've been talking to people a fair bit. And I think streaming, like, short streams is probably better in general. But yeah, I think streaming generally, shorter streams is usually better because 2 hours. I mean, for a lot of people, unless they're watching it live, they don't they're kind of not gonna actually just watch the VOD, and that kind of does cause a bit of trouble for us. And by that, what I mean is, in general, it causes trouble for the streamer because people obviously they want to watch their favorite streamer live, but then they don't want to have to watch the VODs. Although I'll be honest, those of you who are my friends, you should watch the VODs. The reason being for that is because you should do that to assist me, so that it becomes more accessible for other people. Yeah? So it becomes easier for other people to find me, and that means that we have more people that we can talk to, hang out and chill out with. And then we can grow, because it's like, we want the stream to grow. We don't want it to stagnate and such. But obviously I've got to be playing something that I enjoy. So I think what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to take a break, so obviously to like rest my voice. And then we might play this tomorrow. I might just finish the rest of this off tomorrow. I'll probably do it a fair bit earlier. If I've actually got plans to stream. I'll do this a fair bit earlier, but, you know. As long as I've got something to work towards, I've got stuff to do, and I've got friends to be with, I should be okay. I should be okay mentally. But for now, I'm a head off from streaming. I hope, like, all the settings and everything were fine, like voice and all that, but... what I'm gonna do is I'll upload this to YouTube. And then we shall, production was 10 out of 10. Yeah, this is an old game, but there's plenty of people still interested in this kind of game. But yeah, as I say, I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Basically, what I'll do is put it on YouTube. I'll premiere it for tomorrow. Because that's the easiest way of getting views, that is if I premiere it for tomorrow. Or I could upload it today. I haven't uploaded anything today, so I could upload it just straight off today. And just go from there. And, hi YouTube. Are you sure you're not a furry? Because you seem to use a lot. You seem to use a lot of furry. You seem to use a lot of furry emotes. No, you sure? But yeah, no. For now I'm 100%. Alright. But for now, I actually am going to go. I'll grind the cards out now, so we don't have to worry about it when we stream next. I'll grind the cards out now. So that shouldn't be... That won't take me... It'll take me a while. It'll take me a while, but it won't... But, as I said, I ain't going to stay out past, like, 10, 11 o'clock, so... It ain't got to take me that long to get decent cards. It's just dependent on the RNG. But tomorrow, we should have a much better deck when I stream it. And try and finish it off. Yeah. Anyways, I will see everyone tomorrow. Bye bye.